Hi, my name is Donna Conroy and I'm a joint coordinator here in the Redeemer Resource Centre on the Plan B programme, which is funded by the International Fund for Ireland.
My name is Emma Maguire and I've been with the Plan B programme since 2018. I came on board with Donna.
Basically our group is a stepping stone for young people within our community, young mums, young girls, and it's basically trying to get all these girls back into education, either full-time or part-time, or either full-time or part-time employment. We've seen such incredible success stories in the last 4 years with women going back to education and also women going back into full-time and part-time employment. So the last 18 months have been critical for our group here in the Redeemer Resource Centre. We've kind of had to think outside the box in terms of obviously with restrictions being in place, we weren't allowed to have the group coming in. So we had to adapt it to the situation, and we've done a lot of house calls. I think the simplicity of going up to somebody's house and just checking in to see if they're okay has been phenomenal. We've gone online onto Zoom, and I think that's been an incredibly tough encounter for everybody. I think the girls have done an incredible job over the last 18 months, but it has been tough. SICAP have been absolutely phenomenal for us in the last 18 months. I think Eileen opened our eyes to an awful lot of services and things that were available to us that we never ever would have known about. They've helped us and give us funding towards the desk, which you probably can see in the background. A lot of our girls maybe wouldn't have access to laptops, and laptops are quite expensive. So Eileen has kindly given us the availability of their laptops that they use, and we use them every Tuesday and Wednesday. And she engaged us in the STEPS programme in 2019, and it was a programme about personal development, and I think it was a 6 to 8 week programme, and they funded that, SICAP funded that for us, and only for her we never would have been aware of the fact that this was available to us. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about them, because only for them they have done incredible work for us here, and they've kind of progressed our group to an extent where we probably wouldn't have been able to do. So we can only be ever so grateful for them.
The course being delivered on Zoom, I felt it was very efficient. Time-wise, I didn't have to go anywhere. I just set up. It took me a few minutes to set up in the morning, and I think it was concentrated as well, rather than in a classroom. In a classroom you might have, you're chatting and, I just thought it was efficient, more efficient online. I really enjoyed the training. It gave me something to do. I was learning. I absolutely love learning. I would love to do some more training as well. Tutors were brilliant. Anything that we needed, we just had to ask. It was absolutely brilliant, and it changed me. It gave me back some confidence. I got a QQI level 5. I got a qualification at the end of it. It was fantastic. Today I am a support worker for a company called Inspire Wellbeing. I work in a residential house. I hadn't worked for a number of years because I was looking after my mum, and now that I have my own job, I feel very independent. I have some money for myself, and also interacting with other people. Having teammates. It's fantastic. I would absolutely recommend the course. It was fantastic. I learned so much, I got so much help, support afterwards as well. I definitely would recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, I have been in the classroom learning before, and obviously as I've got older and had children and I'm tied down with different things with them and activities in school, I found doing it on Zoom was very beneficial for me, and the word I'd use would be relaxed. I felt a lot more relaxed, and that I wouldn't be under pressure if the children were off school. I found my attendance probably would have been much better than if it was in the classroom. Through no fault of my own really, just other commitments would have affected my attendance, I believe. And as well as that, with the lockdown, we had homeschooling to do. So Mammy was doing her work while the children were doing their work at the same time, and it worked very well for us. While everybody was closing down and getting very down on themselves as well, I was here educating myself, very busy, probably busier than I ever was, spending weekends doing assignments, and I had the company of others on Zoom. Although we never met face to face, I felt like I had made lifelong friends, and we actually got very close as a group, and I think that again came down to Zoom because you were bringing people into your home every day. Since the course, I've been inundated with job offers, which has been really strange for me, because before doing the course I actually felt unemployable because I had been at home for so long, and I just really felt out of the loop of employment. And any job that I've applied for and I've been interviewed for, I've been offered. Yeah, so the job I've accepted is a healthcare assistant role in Smarmore Clinic for addiction treatment. The interview was held on Zoom as well, so it was really helpful that we were used to it. So maybe that was my advantage for the different interviews I had, because most of them were on Zoom and I was well practiced from the class, whereas other people might have been a little bit more nervous of Zoom. So yeah, I've accepted that and signed the contract, and I'm due to start now in October.
My name's Siobhan and I work with Home Instead as the Louth recruiter. The calibre of the people that trained, when it came to the interview stage, they were very confident with all their answers, quite impressed. I was quite impressed as the interviewer with them. They were never stuck with any question that I'd asked them. They had plenty of examples to give me, which was very good when it came to putting them out into clients' homes. They certainly knew their stuff. We would love to see this relationship flourish for years to come. It's definitely been great having sort of that relationship with Healthcare Solutions and with Louth Partnership as well. It's really benefited us and it's nearly our go-to.
It's a distance travel tool. It's called My Journey, so it'll be their journey. And really what it is a list of reflective questions that's going to promote them to look at aspects of their life that they'd like to improve. So they have a range of five ticks that they can fill in, ranging from strongly disagree with the statement to strongly agree. So we just want to present this in a way that's really friendly. It's voluntary for them, but obviously we'd like to encourage them because it's a tool, the clue's in the name. And I suppose with very vulnerable people, we want them to be able to see their progression. So it looks at areas like about their confidence and gets them to reflect what they're good at.
My name is Mary McQuaid. We turned up in here and Patricia was the lady we met, and she was very welcoming, and it was a one-to-one for anybody that wanted to learn anything about technology, mobile phones, iPads, laptops, whatever. So I had a session with Patricia, approximately 30 minutes a week, one day a week, and like basic things. I just knew how to turn on my phone, I knew how to make a call, I knew how to text, and that was basically it. So I found it was an eye-opener coming in here, and it was fantastic. Patricia was so helpful, so engaging, and no question was too silly to ask her. And she said anything we didn't know she would find out for us. So she said to go away and have a think about it for the following week, and we came back and she would have the answer for you. She showed me how to set up WhatsApp. She showed me all sorts of things about apps and how to buy it, how to look up an app, how to Google. Anyway, it was all very basic in the beginning. We had 10 or 12 sessions of this. And at the end of that, Patricia suggested that there were other people doing the same as we were doing, and that we should maybe all come together and form a group. And that's how it all started. As regards the name, when we were here in the office, we were asked for suggestions as to what, because we wanted to set up a WhatsApp group. Patricia wanted us to set up a WhatsApp group, and she was looking for suggestions. So we all put in our tuppence halfpenny worth, and then we came up with this name, Smart Network Group. And that's the name that we operate under. There was so much learning and so many questions about different things, and we all had different devices at the class. Some had iPhones, some had Samsung phones, some had iPads, some had PCs, and when she went to explain something, it was different on each one. So she was so great. She went around everybody individually and attended to everybody's own personal piece of equipment that they have on the day. And then we were able to help each other also. You know, we exchanged information with each other. If somebody asked a question, somebody had the answer, and somebody said, yeah, that's right, and that's what you do. It increased my confidence greatly. You know, it really did. It made me feel, right, I can do this and I can do that, and I can show my husband if he doesn't understand. I know, you know, I've learned, or I can, even with my family at home sometimes, I surprise them. You know, I can say, I know how to do that. They say, you do this, you do that. And I say, I know. From me going to my daughter or my son for every little thing, I didn't need to, because I had it there at my fingertips. It was here. And that gave me a great sense of achievement, you know, and a great feeling of, that it was very worthwhile and very, very, very useful. And I felt up to speed. I felt I was on a level playing field with a lot more people that were tech savvy. Our friendship increased with our group in the Smart Network. So I think the Smart Network group kept me very, very sane, and it was just a godsend. Yes, I would definitely recommend the Smart Start training to anybody who has little or no experience. I think it's a great asset, and I think they will learn loads. They will learn lots, and I think it's something they should embrace with open arms. I think it's the best thing ever. I'm very glad I've done it. It's great.